All right. Well, hey, listen, thanks to those of you that are popping in here tonight from various different regions around the world, I'm sure. And for those of you that are in the Facebook group, it's amazing to see how many different countries are a part of this now. It's pretty quite amazing to see from Hungary to Dubai to England to Singapore to Philippines to South America, obviously North America. We're in Spain. We're in countries like Ghana, Nigeria, countries I've never even heard of. In some cases, Australia, Tanzania. What's the other one? The Tasmanian Devil country there, that from the cartoon. Yeah, we're there. We got people popping in from everywhere. That's pretty exciting stuff. And the reason why people are popping in, over 50,000 strong now in less than 30 days. I think tomorrow's going to be like 29 days or something. No, not tomorrow. It could be tomorrow, 29, 30 days. I can't even remember exactly, but under 30 days, anyhow, 50,000 plus people. Congratulations to every single one of you. And the reason why we got a couple things going here is, number one, we got a software program here that totally fascinates everybody. It's a truly an amazing concept when you've got a piece of software that can come to life like a living organism and psychologically stimulate people all over the world. I think that's probably the big attraction for what it does. The second thing is we definitely solve a problem in the industry. Somebody once said that if you want to make money, you solve problems. And I think when you take a look at anything in life, why do you hire experts? Why do you hire lawyers, doctors, chiropractors, anybody really of a profession, an electrician, a carpenter, a plumber? Because they solve problems. Well, we can solve one of the biggest problems in the network marketing industry, and that's the fact that what's happening out there, and it's been consistent throughout the ages that I've seen in 45 years of being in this industry, people eventually burn out, they run out of fuel. And what I mean by fuel is they run out of contacts, people to connect with, to bring to a business opportunity. And I remember that's the way it was back when 1979, when I used to meet people at the Holiday Inn Hotel, because we didn't have any of the things we have today to market. You'd have to take the bus or get a drive to the Holiday Inn Hotel, and hopefully people would have their kids in babysitter mode, and they would show up to the hotel to see an opportunity. And I think about it, just imagine back then, I guess people were wanting to better their lives back then, and they made it to the hotels too. That's pretty amazing. You go to work from 9 to 5, and then you find a way to get to the hotel for a 7 o'clock meeting. That's some pretty heavy duty commitment, right? Even for brand new people looking for an escape route, to get away from that 9 to 5 thing. 9 to 5 things are really cool, I guess, if you're making good money and you have a love and a passion for what you're doing. But as you get a little bit older in life, you kind of wonder, like, where did the years go? Where did my children go? Where did my grandkids go? Where did a lot of things go? Things become a blur. And it's hard to believe that you kind of go through different decades at rapid speed. I mean, being a child, right? It was like, you want to be 16 so you can drive cars. And it took forever to get to 16, let alone 13. And then I guess for some people, they want to be 21 or 18 or 19, depending what province, city, state, country you live in order for legal drinking ages and things like that. So your life's a really interesting concept, the way it's designed, the way it's choreographed, and the curriculum they put into play for us. But for some of us, we kind of see through the veil and we look for business opportunities. We look for, different autonomous situations that will allow us to have financial freedom. And as I observe my 45 years in this industry, the biggest problem that I've seen is people running out of people. And so we've solved that here with We Got Friends. Tired of being in the NFL club? No problem. You don't have to worry about going to family and friends. You don't have to worry about being an internet marketer. You don't have to worry about, how much money do I have to spend on ads? And you're rolling the dice. When you're basically spending money on the internet in campaigns, you're basically rolling the dice. There's no guarantees you're going to get anything for your $200 to promote. And there's a lot of tricks to the trade too for vendors out there to rip you off. You can get ripped off very easily out there with vendors not really giving you real traffic or real clicks, things like that. Some of it's pretty dirty. Some of it's pretty scammy out there. So I would rather have a guaranteed sure thing. And I think that's the route I'm going to take for the rest of my living, breathing years on this planet. I want guarantees. That's all I want. I want guarantees. I'm not going to roll the dice and Mickey Mouse around. So if we got friends, we're going to eliminate the factor of people saying, well, I don't have anyone to talk to. I don't know what I should do. Where should I go? Where should I advertise? You don't have to worry about that because we've got an unlimited resource center here. We've got 2 obstacles that we totally defeat. Number one, you can have as many leads as you want per month. But the ground rule is you're going to get 100 for your subscription, but you can add on to that if you wish. There's no problem with that. If you need 500 a month, if you need 200 a month, if you need 300 a month, these are leads that are approximately 2 days old. You get them at about 3 to 4 days old. They're time dated, stamped, first name, last name, email address, phone number. I believe they're cell phone numbers, and you get their mailing address too. So you have a lot of personalized information on these people. And these are people that, apparently they filled out information in regards to making $3,000 to $7,000 a month on the internet to leverage themselves into a better lifestyle. Maybe they're going through a transition in life and looking for something a little bit better. So we solved that problem. So you can have unlimited resources as far as people, and people are the lifeblood of this industry. Without people, your business is dead. I hate to tell you that. You can socialize on the internet all you want, but if people are not buying, if people are not transacting money, if people are not encouraged to promote something, it's game over. Your business is over, and that's it. Nothing you can do about it until you make the right choices. The second thing is, how do you close people? That's always been a big thing. I've heard people say, hey, I've got lots of leads, but I'm having a hard time closing them. This business will be pretty easy to close them because we revolutionized the way a business is done. Let people close themselves. You don't need to be taking a Zig Ziglar course or a Brian Tracy course or a Bob Proctor course. I'm not sure if they're all alive anymore. I think most of them are dead, but you know what? You still have their tapes and their books hanging around, right? And bottom line is you don't really need that stuff because this closes itself. This is a free opportunity. So when somebody asks how much it is, it's free. You can come in, evaluate, assess, check it out, test drive it. You can be a tour taker, or I forget what the other word is that's used, but it doesn't matter anyhow. Bottom line is you get to assess, see if you like the work environment here. And before you transact any money, you'll have a good taste for what it's all about. So we have videos, we have these live Zooms, we have the Facebook group going on. We have all kinds of ways to psychologically stimulate somebody to say yes to a free placement opportunity here to better their lives. There's no rocket science behind this. Other companies, they have to get you on their Zoom calls and they have to hit you up for money the first night. They don't let you have free anything. They just tell you about some damn 30-day money-back guarantee. That's so outdated, man. That source of psychological manipulation, I call it sleazy a little bit. That's just me, but there's no need for that anymore. Business opportunities should be a free assessment. Let them in, let them evaluate, let them assess, see what's going on, be a part of the community for a while, and then purge them out in a certain time frame. I think that's fair, especially in 2023. So it's nice to see evolution kicking in. So number one, prospects. Number two, closing is not an issue here. All right. That's a piece of cake. That's like giving candy to a baby. No big deal. A lot of people out there are marketing on the internet. They're realizing they're not very good at it. They don't have the charismatic charm. Maybe they're just, disengaged. Maybe somebody's really introverted to the point where they cocoon, isolate, and don't like being in front of people like some of us do. There was a time and day I would be terrified to be on this call. I would never be on video. Some of you guys are eating your dinner and having great times here on video. You know what? I wouldn't even be on this video. I'd blank it out a long time ago. I'd be puking my brains out if I had to put it on video. That's how terrorized I was. But, good things happen, and I'm no longer terrorized being on video, right? So anyhow, the bottom line is for most people, marketing is a scary thought. I'm going to sneeze. Marketing is a scary thought. They think of rejection. They think of people asking them questions they're not prepared to answer. They don't know the answers. So you don't want to panic. You don't want your heart to palpitate. Your hands are sweaty. Your mouth goes dry. Your tongue stuck to the roof of your mouth. You start to freak out, right? A lot of people feel that. Once upon a time ago, I was there too. Closing deals, like I said, piece of cake. We don't have to worry about that, folks. There's absolutely no reason to worry about that. So basically what we have put together here, what is this in a nutshell? Like, Val, yeah, tell me what this is in a nutshell. Well, the way I look at this, it's a marketing platform. It's a next generation marketing platform that pays you to use it. All right. It pays you to use it in multiple ways. So does it not make sense when all these people are mining for gold and you're the only guy in town with an excavator? That's what this is. We are the excavator. We have the second largest media source in North America, delivering guaranteed 100 leads every month to our subscribers, which are like you folks. We have a digital hacks video library with some really good information in there. And some of you that have been coming and following my Zoom calls know that I'm not your average speaker. I'm probably light years ahead of most presenters out there in the industry. I can teach you things that they can't teach. I've been brought up in a monk school. I lived in the Tibetan mountains for a long time, and I just came out of the cave. I got some information to share with you, and I'm being sarcastic as I say that, of course, but I'm a walking, living, breathing Yoda. And I'm going to basically, we together, Dave Dubbs and I, will show you some really cool things that your big names out there on the internet that you see in the sponsored Facebook ads, or the ones that speak on stage at a GoPro event or something like that, they're not even in the same league. They're nice people. They're our friends. They're friends of mine too, but the stuff they teach is just so cookie cutter. All right. I want to take you to a different galaxy, a different world. And we can do that with really simple techniques. And, Dave Dubbs teaches high-powered stuff. And what I do is I teach children, believe it or not, I teach that mind of a child technology. It's really simple stuff. I don't teach the sophisticated marketing because I'm definitely not a sophisticated, super intelligent person at that level. There's people that blow me out of the water, but I can still outperform most other marketers in the world at a grade 2 level because I just talk as though I'm talking to children when I talk to people on the phone or in conversations and text and things like that, right? And it's really amazing. So we're going to give you a digital hacks library that will show you all these incredible little videos. There might be a 2-minute video. There might be a 7-minute video. There might be an 8-minute video. There's going to be probably 30, 40 videos back there. Dave Dubbs and I will put together a whole bunch of really cool things that we'd love to teach you so you can be prepared. So when somebody asks you a question, you don't have to panic and your heart palpitates. You say, hold on for a second. I'm really shy, scared, and introverted right now, and I really don't know what to do and say. So what I need to do is I need to throw away my upline on the phone right now because they can answer the question for you. You don't have to get your upline on the phone for anything by the time I get through with you. You'll be in a position to just 1-sentence lines, real simple, easy stuff. You don't need to talk for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Give them 1-2 sentences, boom, their question is answered. And they think you walk on water. That's the idea, is to get you to a point where people think you walk on water. All right. So we got friends. You become an independent consultant. Our package is $69.95 per month. And we have a one-time $20 activation fee that sets you up because we're going overboard here. You're going to see, compared to other companies you've been a part of, you're going to see we're going overboard with this stuff. So from running servers to different marketing platforms that we're building for you all to market this. I mean, we haven't even given you anything yet, and you're all doing a fantastic job. There's no company probably in the last how many years? Okay, we're 2000. In the last 8 years, that has put 50,000 people in their team in the last 8 years. The only other company to do it 8 years ago was the one that I was a part of in Tracy, and we probably put maybe, I don't know, 180,000 in less than 30 days. But the times are different today. All right. 50,000 is really good. Most companies would love to do that in 10 years. We did it in 30 days, thanks to you wonderful people buying into our system and method of operation. $69.95 a month. That's a joke. That's pathetic. It really, really is. I mean, and I'm not saying that in a mean way. I'm looking at the number, right, like you are. I'm looking at it. I'm going $69.95 a month for what you are getting. I have friends that charge $25,000 or $10,000 a year to be your personal success coach. And what we can give you for $69.95 a month makes them look like totally useless. All right? I kid you not. You don't need to learn to build a list. You can do all those things, but marketing is really simple. It's understanding the psychology and the impulsive decision in the moment that a conversation takes place, some form of communication takes place. There has to be a snap on the impulse of the moment. Okay. And we're going to teach you how to snap. So $69.95, that's a steal. Every other company in the industry needs us as their training platform, as their lead source for $69.95 a month. One of my students, Russell Brunson. Yes, I'm Russell Brunson's first mentor. He's the creator of ClickFunnels. What's he charging? $259 a month, $200 a month, something like that. Well, guess what? What are you going to get from that? Great stuff, but you're not going to get the opportunity to put 50,000 people in a company in 30 days. Even he hasn't done that. So you're talking about greatness here that you're around. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the concept, and you are the greatness behind this, because you guys and gals are a part of history in the making, without question, without doubt. Okay. Digital Hacks Library Training, excited about it. I love when people ask me questions. Val, yeah, how much money are you making? I'm going to teach you what to say when they do that. You're not going to say, oh, well, I'm kind of brand new at this. I've never been a part of a home-based business before, or I just got started and it's really not about me and it's about my upline. They're making lots of money and, together we're going to make, you don't even get into those Mickey Mouse conversations. I'm going to show you how to shut people down in less than 10 seconds. You're going to own them. And don't be offended by the word own. I know it made some people feel uncomfortable, but you know what? I can't help it if you own people in a conversation. You're taking them to school. And that's all I ever do with people, is take them to school. And these are the things we want to teach you when it comes to marketing. People are going to ask you, how much does this cost me? People are going to say, well, I don't have any money. I went on your call tonight. I don't have any money. You're going to own them. There's no such thing as I don't have any money. I can prove that to you. Even if the person doesn't have any money, they have money, and I'll prove that to you beyond a shadow of a doubt. One lady told me she didn't have $500 in another business opportunity. She tried to center me out in front of, 400, 300, 400 people, because I said I could close her. I said, I can close you right here and now for $500. She said, no, you can't. She said, even if you tried to close me for $1, you couldn't do it. I said, you want to make a bet? I owned her on the call. The $500 was sitting and waiting there. I don't have the money. Well, you know where you're going to get it? I'm going to teach you right now why you're going to have the $500. I'm going to teach you guys some really good stuff. When people play games with you, you're going to orca them. All right? People will get goofy with you sometimes. When somebody gets goofy with me, I turn into an orca. Become black and white, and I eat them like a seal. All right? You're going to learn these things. These things were taught to me by grandmasters, not little Mickey Mouse influencers on the internet. All right. That's why you got to live in the mountains with the Tibetan monks for a while. I'll show you some cool stuff. Anyhow, we got friends. We have a lead store. Everyone's going to get a lead store for free. Legally, by law, we had to figure this out. All right. Our lawyer said for compliance reasons, because he says there's a lot of companies out there that are launching right now that are out there in the industry. They're not marketing products. They don't have a retail sector. They're, if they're ever challenged in a court of law, they're in trouble. So he said, make sure you give everybody a free, whether they pay the $69.95 or not, make sure you give them a free lead store, All right. That's just the way it is. And the regulatory bodies, particularly in the United States of America, govern their rules accordingly. All right. So take that seriously. So anyhow, without paying a dime, you can have a lead store. Without paying a dime, you can sell leads. You don't have to finance the leads. We're taking that burden on for you. So somebody wants to buy leads from your lead store, you get a 30% retail profit on it. So basically what you have are all the tools, all the picks, all the shovels for an industry out there that's dysfunctional and needs people. What's the biggest thing people are, why are we on Facebook when building an MLM program or an affiliate program or a direct selling program? You're on there to recruit, sponsor, and generate sales. Now we made it really easy for you. Really simple. And there's the categories right there. Pretty cool? Pretty cool. Link in bio savings. This is brilliant. You could become a millionaire off this alone if you had some of the thoughts that are going on in my head right now and the resources to do it. I'm looking at this right now and my head's popping like a popcorn machine. Popcorn popping in a microwave. I could literally make over $1 million in 6 months right now, walking away from MLM, walking away from all of you, walking away from training. I could sit here in my kitchen table and make $1 million being quiet with this package right here. Because I understand something most people aren't thinking about. I'm thinking about people, society, culture. I'm thinking of their psychology. I'm thinking of their behavior. I think about what they like to whine and complain about. Some people hate negative people. Have you ever heard that? You hate being around negative people? I love being around negative people. You know why? Because they make me filthy rich because they're not that smart. I love negative people because they're stupid. I don't mind telling you they're stupid because I make a fortune off these people. I don't make a fortune off the smartest people. I make a fortune off dumb, negative people because they don't know how negative they are and how dumb they are that they end up paying for it. All right? That's just the way it is. With the Lincoln Bio Savings Club, we got everything they would ever need, want, and desire. What do people complain about? Like little, I'll be careful with my language, of course, but what do they like to whine and complain about? Price of gas. They're whining, oh, price of gas, right? Price of groceries. I get it. I do it too. So I'm a whiner too, believe it or not. But I'm just saying, when people are whining and complaining, or if I'm sitting in a restaurant and people behind me are whining and complaining about something, I turn around and say, hey, would you like me to solve your problem? You should all come out to a restaurant with me sometime. I'll show you how you own the restaurant when you're in there. If you're hearing conversations going on, it's amazing how I intrude on people's stuff and I end up sitting at the table with them and they invite me to come have dessert with them sometimes. Basically, we're living in a cellular society. The retail sector is suffering right now. The world is suffering right now. And I say, let's make a whole bunch of money off it. Somebody once said back in the late 20s, when there was a massive depression, that more money could be made back in a depression than there were in good times. Well, that's cool. I don't care. As long as people are negative and depressed, you can make money off it. Pharmaceutical companies sell the medication to solve that problem. It's not really solving their problem. But the bottom line is the retail sector is suffering right now. And I don't mind capitalizing on it because what they're doing is they're moving and targeting our telephones. They say China is a security threat with a social media source called TikTok. TikTok. China's getting into our country through TikTok and getting into, people's livelihoods through TikTok. They're smart, I guess, if that's the way they want to do things. Well, retail is going into our cell phones too. And they're doing it through apps. You download an app and you download an app. And we're going to be living in a lifestyle where we download apps in order to buy things. But you know what? The really cool thing is if you get pretty creative at it, and with 100 leads here that you're getting every single month, I'd be telling those 100 leads, oh, by the way, would your family be interested in getting $140 to $160 a month kickback on fuel? Oh, by the way, would you like to save $200 a month on groceries? Oh, by the way, do any of your kids go to college or university that have a student loan? How would you like to make $500 off your kid's student loan? All kinds of interesting things we put in the back office in the form of these apps, and they're willing to pay you. They're willing to pay you to get people to download these darn things. I'm serious. So why would I go to work from 9 to 5, get 15 minutes for lunch, and go back to work unless I love my buddies and I like the work environment, But I have no interest in driving anywhere into work. I'm going to stay at home and I'm just going to do these little tiny campaigns on the internet and make $600-700 a day. That would be me, but I would make more, obviously. But I'm just saying you can do these things and we'll teach you how to do it. Jamie from Ohio is giving these apps away all the time. He's popping $30 a person. And he's telling these people too that when they activate the app, they'll receive $30 for their own activation. What a great trade-off is that? Well, hey, Val, yeah, how much is it going to cost me to do that? I don't know. Nothing. It's nothing. It's free downloads. We just put together a library of apps so you can learn how to do this stuff. Jordan in Maryland, $76 in gasoline kickbacks. Call my American friends down there in the United States. Try being like us Canadians in the European countries. $11 a gallon for fuel. $11 a gallon for fuel. It's coming down, mind you. I don't know what it is now. $8, $9, fluctuates depending on what province you're in because each province is different. Tracy gets screwed where she's at in British Columbia. I got it the cheapest in Alberta. because I live in Saudi Arabia, Canada. So anyhow, the whole point being is, you know what? The Americans at $4, you're in heaven. I know that's stressful for you to hear me say that, but I remember when I used to go to, like, Tracy's right on the American border. She's right on the Canadian-American border. She can walk across into the United States from her condo overlooking the Pacific Ocean and all the islands out there. But what Tracy can also do is get in her car and drive across the United States border, be across there in 1 minute and 39 seconds, and then go get fuel there for, I don't know, $2 a gallon when it was $2 a gallon or $2.59, instead of paying $11 Canadian. Even the dollar exchange, it's worth it. So America, you've got it great. And Canada's stupid because we send you our fuel and you sell it cheaper to your people, then we buy it back off you, or I don't know how it works. It's strange, but we produce it, a lot of it, and we pay ridiculous prices. Anyhow, these are things that we need to think about. So do you want to make money on the internet, or you just kind of want to hang out on the internet and pretend you're a part of something? Because most of the people in business opportunities on the internet are not business opportunity seekers. They're business opportunity pretenders. All right. You just want to be a part of something. Well, if you want to be a part of something, go play cards at the Legion, but use the internet to make money. You've got an internet connection in your house. You're all sitting in an office or a kitchen or a dining room, and you've got an internet connection in your house, and it costs you $70, $80 a month or $59 a month. And you got a cell phone that's costing you $125 a month or $70 a month or $50 a month, whatever it is. Monetize it. And I never told you this. I'm sitting here in this room. I don't drink. We don't drink alcohol, but I've got a bar over there. It's just because I have it. I've got everything in my room here. The cell phone, my computer, everything here. I got karaoke speakers because when I turn off the computer, I go on, I play Rockstar. I start singing. Yeah, Joe's got a computer, a phone in his hand. I can see him there. So the bottom line is it's tax deductible now. Folks, it's tax deductible. My tax deductions are about $18,000 a year in my home. All because I'm spending $69 a month. You think I'm stupid? No, Val, $69.95 a month's too expensive. Just be an airhead and don't worry about it. You know why? I'm using the system to gain on the system. I'm not a freaking looking to donate to charity. Government doesn't know what to do with the money anyhow. So folks, have tax deductions. Your car, some of your groceries. For those of you that drink a few bottles of wine every now and then because you're stressed and you need some, you're not into Prozac, but you just want to drink wine to calm down. Don't worry about it. It's tax deductible. It's therapy. That's your shrink, the bottle of wine, right? And I'm not saying that in a facetious way. Don't get upset with me, but I'm saying, come on, people, let's be freaking smarter than what the educational system taught us to be idiots. Not all the time. All right. All right. So I got that out of my system. I'm a little bit of a different wild cat. You know what I'm saying? Don't be offended, but I see the world through different eyes. All right. That's why I look different. I've got a shiny forehead. Most of you don't. All right. So Dave Dubs here. Dave Dubs here. Joe, you could have that too, brother. Joe could have that. I see the light. Yeah, he's got that too. The light's glaring off his head, just like mine. So anyhow, looking good, brother. Looking good. So Dave in Tennessee, he's got an app where he's saving $345 per month. Like, why wouldn't any of us want to explore that? Like, why would somebody say, no, I'm not interested in saving money on my car insurance. No, I'm not interested in saving money on gasoline. No, I'm not interested in saving money on groceries. No, I'm not interested in saving money on travel. No, I'm not interested in saving money on hotels. No, I'm not interested in getting automobiles at employee discounted rates. If somebody is really, if that's even humanly possible, send them to the vet. They need to go to a veterinarian's office and get fixed. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're offering people. You've never seen this in the history of network marketing, a company that has put together an amalgamated package at this potency, this level. Everybody else should be going Ola Salima to us every time we come and do these calls. All right, get the carpet out because they're going to be bowing by the time you get through with them. Okay, compensation plan. This is really important to me because you don't want to be working for free. You know how many people are working on the internet for free right now? Millions. All right, It's because they don't know what to do after they try to get started. They never really do get started. So anyhow, there's the lead store right there. This is one form of retail. No profits on here. I'll show you another coming up here. Our compensation plan, we are using a binary system. We've got 2 legs in a binary system. Have you ever heard of a matrix? A 2-by matrix, 2-by-8, 2-by-10, 2-by-14, 2-by-20. It's got 2 legs. Well, our back end is the binary, a true infinite pay plan structure. Okay? And with the binary, you have a left team and a right team. It starts with you. You put 1 on your left, you recruit 1 on your right, and they bring in 2, who bring in 2, who bring in 2, who bring in 800, who bring in 540, who bring in 310. You never know who's going to bring in what. But minimum, you need 2. Some people will overachieve and bring in hundreds, creating spillover. All right? So left team, right team, $69.95 a month equals 60 BV. 60 BV is the calculation, so it's equivalent to $60. The business volume is 1,020. Hypothetically speaking, in your lesser leg, and your right leg's got 1,500, which is your stronger leg. The calculation in the software goes right to the lesser leg, says 1,020. All right. At 20%, you get $204. That's more than your $69.95. And you know what? When somebody says $69.95 a month, I kind of laugh at that. Technically, yes, it's $69.95 a month. But if you're in profit every single month, what's it really costing you? Nothing, because you don't care. They're just taking it out of your commissions. So if you're getting a commission check for $450, they're just going to take the $69.95 out of that, right? Which is like $70, and they're going to give you $380. Will be sitting in your wallet. So you're laughing. You're leveraging off profit. You're not leveraging off your bank account. You're not making your husband mad, your wife mad, your family mad. You're not a financial burden to your family. You're an asset because you're freaking smart. And they can pay you in cryptocurrency or fiat currency. Whatever you want, ask and ye shall receive. Okay? Pretty powerful stuff. We Got Friends has the only plan in the industry that allows you to earn on your worldwide single nitro line downline. This is exciting. I prayed to God that we could find a way to do this. I kid you not. I really, really did. When we put this program together, I thought, yeah, the binary's cool. But there was something in my core that was missing. And we found a way to do it in a strange conversation that took place on a Zoom. Not going to get into the details. And then all of a sudden I said, oh my God. I said, why don't we do a nitro line, one single line down line? We found a way to do it. Check it out. Boom. 50,000 people hypothetically in the company. 50,000 people, time dated, stamped. Put chronologically in one downline, not 2, not 3, not 4, but one leg. So people that haven't even brought in anyone yet probably have 40,000 people under them, or 20,000 people, or 10,000 people, or 7,000 people, or 6,000 when you see that put into play in the back office. You're going to flip. Because now you have bragging rights, which other people don't have in other companies that are not like superstars, right? So what we've done is we took 20%, put it in the binary. We took another 10%, put it in the single line down line and said, hey, if the company does $100 million in a month, which is really not that difficult for something like us to do, But if they did if the company did $100 in a month, $100, my apologies, $100 million in a month, 10% is $10 million to split up in that single line downline. Not that everyone's going to get a piece of the pie. You have to qualify to become a 1-star and split 2%, sponsor 4. Really simple in a business opportunity like this. I would think to become a 2-star, sponsor 8. Become a 3-star, sponsor 16. Become a 4-star, 50. 5-star, to be a 5-star daddy from Cincinnati, sponsor 100. Is that possible? Absolutely it is. Why is it possible? Because we have a gimmick here. The gimmick is the single line down line. It's drawing people. It's a fear of loss. It's kind of like saying, oh my God, it's the magic wand that the industry's been missing. Watch how many companies start to pop out and copy our compensation plan now. We pioneered it. They have to copy it in order to survive, I would think. And I see this happening over the next 3 to 5 years. Not tomorrow, but over the next 3 to 5 years, there's going to be a shift in consciousness among CEOs of the industry. Most of them are still 20 years behind. I didn't say all, I said most. So this is pretty cool. And then you maintain one active customer between the 1 and 3-star. What does that mean? It means this. Somebody who's not a $69.95 a month recruitment, it's an outside source that's just spending anywhere from 10 to 20 to 1,000 to 1,200 bucks on leads. It doesn't matter. Anyone that buys retail off you. So for example, if you're marketing this and I didn't want to become a part of We Got Friends because I'm not mentally sane totally, I just say, no, I'm not interested in doing this. I've got some real psychological issues that would allow me to even be a part of another company because I've got a small ego or something like that. But I want to buy leads off you. I would be your one customer. I would be your one customer and that would cover your butt. It's simple. And I just have to purchase like $10. You don't think I can do that? I spent more than $10 at McDonald's today. It's awesome. All right. Then, so we've got numerous ways of making money. We've got the matching bonus. The matching bonus pays out 5%. You all saw the leaderboard in the back office. We got some people closing in on 600 personally sponsored. That's 600 matching bonus checks of the people they sponsored. That's insane. Like, that is sick money. And then to even top that off, the 5%'s the ice cream. The second tier of sponsorships is the cherry. You get 2%. You can go out and buy your favorite car. If there's any guys that grew up in the 70s and the 60s like me, and you want to go back and buy a 1968 Chevy Camaro with hideaway headlights or something like that, when the car was $2,000 back then, go out and buy one now for $200,000 at the Barrett-Jackson auction. No problem. You'll be paying cash. And then the other thing I forgot to tell you about, after you start making money here, you have to all go to City Hall and change your last name. That's part of our policies and procedures. You got to get rid of your last name. If you don't, you're going to get purged from the company. Your last name's got to be Kishinsky, Russian for cash. All right. I'm just kidding about that. You don't really have to change your last name, but it's just, it's all good. So anyhow, you're going to get a 3-tier fast start bonus as well. So you got all these different Kishinskys on the line tonight. Like, we're like the Kishinsky family, right? No, we're not the Russian mob. But anyhow, 3-tier fast start pays out 30, pays out 5, pays out 5. The global Nitroline bonus pool, I'm going to get the words out of my mouth. No problem there. That's the 10% I just showed you. That's gonna buy you that house you always wanted that you never thought you could own. Just use the 10% for that, okay? Pick out that house that you want. Go get yourself a real estate agent when you get off this line. I did this on a call one time. I got off a call one time many years ago. And the guy told me, he said this on the line. And so I kind of learned from other trainers in the industry. He said, when you get off the call tonight, we didn't have Zoom calls. We had to dial into Sparks Communication. And you had to pay 14.9 cents a minute, intrastate, in-state. And then for those of you that were rich, you had these little damn things called calling cards back then. So we used calling cards to call in the conference call line because we're all broke. But the guy said, I'll never forget this as long as I live. Everyone else got off the call, but you know what? I was the smartest student on the call that night, because he said, go out there and get yourself a real estate agent when you get off this call, and tell the real estate agent in less than 12 months, you're going to have money for a down payment on a house. Guess who was the only guy in the call that night that had a down payment for a house? Not me. It was somebody else. But I still had the dream, though. I just wanted you to know that. I figured it out a little bit later. So I fell asleep on the call. But anyhow, we got the twin turbo dual team bonus. All right. Twin turbo dual team bonus. That's the binary. Lead store. You got money coming in on the lead store. And here's another source of income. The apps. You can make money selling the apps. We didn't post that here. And then for those of you that are a little bit smarter like me, I'm just kidding. I joke around. Some of you get mad at me or think Val's an egomaniac. No, I'm not. I'm just goofing around. But anyhow, for those of you that are really strategic with money, like my wife, not me, because I'm the idiot. My wife figures this stuff out. Cryptocurrency. Your commissions come in cryptocurrency, and you decide, where's Bitcoin today or where's Bitcoin tomorrow? Is it up? Is it down? So if you're a strategist, you might take your $3,000-$4,000 commissions and turn that externally outside of our business opportunity into more money. I'm not supposed to teach you that stuff, but anyhow, I'm sorry about that. Anyhow, the Nitro line is pretty cool. Great nickname for a company. We're the only company that does have a real, genuine, authentic Mona Lisa Nitro line marketing system. What are we doing? Somebody asked me today, they said, what is it you do for a living? I said, I don't do anything for a living. I said, the only thing that I do is I do it for a living. They say, what do you do? I said, I'm a philanthropist. And they said, well, what do you give away? I said, I give away free positions to a legacy company on the internet that you are not going to want to miss out on. All right. So if somebody asks you what you do, you're a philanthropist. You give away stuff for free, because that's all we do here in this company is we give away stuff free. Where else are you going to find a Zoom call like this? Nobody in the world can do a Zoom call like this. Find me somebody that can go toe to toe with me in a Zoom call. They don't do it. They hype you out and they tell you you're going to get rich, and that's it. They don't teach you the good stuff. All right. They don't show you how your head shines with the light and stuff. I'm teaching you all good things about turtle wax tonight. Ask Joe. If you don't believe me, just contact Joe. He's got 4 cans of turtle wax in his garage ready to go for you. All right. So anyhow, we're giving away stuff every single month, every single day, every single minute. We're giving away apps. Val, what do you do for a living? I don't do anything. I do it for a living. Well, what do you do? I basically hack your cell phone and I find your bank account. Well, how do you do that? Well, I get you to download all these apps, and then they send me a signal back to my phone and tell me what your bank account is. And then, oh, I got your girlfriend's picture, and I promise I won't show your wife. Okay, it's all good. It's all good when you work. I'm just kidding. Anyhow, so we're in the business of giving stuff away. Free advice, you name it, we got it. The Nitro Line automated marketing system. This is genius. 1 straight down line, 2 legs coming out of your position. What more could you ask for? All right. What more could you ask for? Giving away free positions, position yourself. This is the beautiful thing. This is my argument. This is my debate. I would do this to CEOs. I'd shred them apart in a boardroom meeting. Your companies are prehistoric. They're done. It's over for you. You know why? Because you don't know what you're doing. With a comp plan, you put all these people in for free. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Go out there and start a Facebook group. I'll do a free training for you tonight, because I'm wasting your time anyhow. Don't want to do it, but I'll do it anyhow. So this is what I would do. And I do it all the time. So I go out there on Facebook and what name do you want to use? Okay, so I go out there on Facebook and I list a name and I start a Facebook group. And then I look at it and I say, I don't have any people in my Facebook group. There's nobody there, just me. I'm the administrator. So I better start inviting people to the Facebook group. How much do you charge to get into the Facebook group? Nothing. It's free. Well, how do you get people to come into the Facebook group? Give them stuff away free, because they're not going to come without it. And then all of a sudden, you've got 20 people in your Facebook group. Free vacations, free training, free ebooks, free something cool, right? Give them something free. Maybe give them all that crap that's in your garage from the last companies you're a part of. All that front-end loaded crap you got sitting in your garage? Send them a few cases of your Melaleuca, whatever it is. I don't care. But here's the deal. Put them in the Facebook group free. And then you got 10, then you got 20, then you got 30. Take a look at our Facebook group. I started that Facebook group with Tracy like a few months ago, and now there's 6,500 people in there. What's the cost? It's free. Then what you do is you present those people an opportunity and you blow their minds and you say, hey, and now we've got a great opportunity to present here. And now all of a sudden you're sponsoring 100 people in your company. You're sponsoring 300 people in your company. And if you're not that good at it, well, at least you got 6,000 people in your downline now, or 4,000, or 80, or 90, or 3, or 400. Do you see what I'm saying? So MLM companies are missing the boat. The owners are. You put everyone in the infrastructure for free, and you do it for a period of time for free. And then all of a sudden you hit the switch and you send an electronic jolt through the system. Everyone gets shocked and they go boom. And all of a sudden the money starts to roll and you've got an instant downline. Don't tell me about this 30-day money back guarantee crap. Get it out of my face and keep it away from my children while you're at it too. All right. I'm just having an Academy Award winning moment here. So anyhow, don't worry. Don't take anything I say personally tonight. I'm a freak. Don't worry about it. So anyhow, this is the way we roll. This is the way downlines are built. Like Dub said, 10 who get 10 is 100, who get 10 free people is 1,000, who get 10 free people is 10,000, who get 10 free people. If everyone just committed to 10 free people, you'd have 100,000 people in your team in less than 90 days. But no, they don't teach you this stuff, right? Because you have to buy my course for $25,000. All right. Middle finger. All right. That's the way I look at it. So anyhow, enough of that. So we're building a straight line down line. We take our position. We're in there somewhere chronologically. We've got an upline. Downline is eventually kind of manifesting into reality. It's building itself out. Nobody's threatened. Nobody can say they've been scammed and cheated like a bunch of those people do on the internet that have psychological issues about creating wealth. You know what? Bottom line is what? Bottom line is what? There's development within the team. Then Friday, not Friday, my apologies. Then Thursday comes along. And so what happens is all the free action that happens when we're up and running, you get 1 week of free action. And then by Thursday night, 11:59 p.m. Eastern, you have a choice to make. Do you make money or do you not? Do you pay $69.95 or do you not? And if you do, you've locked yourself in, you've secured your position. Anyone else out of the hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of people will eventually have to roll underneath you. But if you don't pay the $69.95 and a few thousand people or a few hundred people or 60 or 70, 80 people do underneath you, they're going to jump over you. This is a live, living, breathing organism. This compensation plan is not your static, bogus, unilevel, other binary, outdated binary or silly matrix program or silly stair-step breakaway. This is an interactive moving component. This is like hooking up nitro oxide to your engine of your car. And then you go to Joe for turtle wax, right? And you shine it up, and then you go out to a car club. You have a great time. So you got things moving here. You got it hopping, all right? And then, oops, I went ahead too fast. And then if you allow people to bypass you on that Thursday night, you definitely want to make sure you level up, or people are going to pass you. People are going to pass you. And that's the magnificent, the genius, the brilliant thing about this compensation plan. And I didn't create it. So I'm not sitting here trying to, Val wants. No, I'm saying whoever created this is brilliant. I love them, whoever they are, man. I would love to take them for dinner. Somebody created this back in the year 2000. I don't know who it was. I used it in 2015, and now we're using it now in 2013. Whoever created this concept was absolutely genius, I think. All right. For network marketers, this is our utopic moment. This is everything we ever need, wanted, and desired to create sex appeal to other marketers that would otherwise not look at it. You all wouldn't be on this call tonight if we just had a binary. Even though I'm a whack job on this call and most other calls, you wouldn't be on this call because of me or charismatic speaking, or you wouldn't be on this call for any of the bonuses. There's a reason why you're here. There's only one reason why you're here, is you don't want to miss out on something. That's called fear of loss. It's probably the number one motivating factor in the world. Many people negotiate with God when they have a fear of loss of their life. People change their attitudes, their mindsets when they're about to lose something. When they're too comfortable, they could care less. They lay on the couch and watch Netflix. I'm guilty of that too, just so you know. But when I feel like I'm going to lose something, I fight like the Dickens to get it back. And nobody's going to pass me. That's just the way it is. That's one of the 10 commandments in the Bible. Thou shalt never be passed by anybody. And maybe you can change my name with your name. Thou shalt never pass you either. If they do, contact Joe for turtle wax. All right. So anyhow, we're having a great time here tonight. Appreciate it. This is simple. It's easy. It's just positioning for free. $69.95. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. But we came up with that number because it made sense for every man, woman, child on the planet. My daughter, 16-year-old daughter's friends could be a part of this. They can afford that. They're all driving BMWs and, they're driving nice cars, better cars than their parents in some cases. College university students that don't want to graduate with a PhD or an MBA in poverty. Now we can show them the other MBA. Massive bank account. This is a breakthrough moment for young people. This is a breakthrough moment for young people. And we as adults, we need to set the stage for the next generation. Or our politicians won't be able to speak or remember, or they will keep falling over things. Let's set up the next generation in a better environment. Let's teach them how to become entrepreneurs, business people. Let's not teach them how to be the walking dead, zombies walking around in a society looking for a system to take care of them. That is absolutely, in my school of thought, that is absolutely pathetic. I'd rather be dead than to have to take free money from somebody. That's just me. I'm not judging anyone, but not me. I got too many gifts and talents. I don't need free money, but I like giving away free stuff. So let's rock this out, folks. We got an opportunity of a lifetime. You know what's going on here. I don't even need to do these calls anymore. This is the last call I'm ever going to do. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to have fun building this together. You know what I'm saying? You could all do this presentation. You know the words. You know everything. If you need me to do presentations for you in private meetings, if you got a group of 3, 4, 5 people, we can do it for you. If you need like a 3-way call, I don't do 3-way calls. I do 3 ways in a Zoom call. If you need a copy of this presentation, if you just want to walk somebody through it and you feel comfortable, maybe not being, a freak of nature like I am, but just kind of walk people through and be a little bit more sensible and logical than I am without all the rambling on stuff, just take them through each slide and show them. That's all you have to do if you want to. That's how you make money. Show the business. Show the business. Show the business. And if you're not showing the business on a daily basis, there's something going on inside of you that's just not correct. All right. And that's okay. But it's part of the learning. Eventually you become addicted and you'll want to show the business. You've got bragging rights here. And this is like showing a brand new car in your garage. I don't get bored doing this presentation. I love it. I get excited. You know it. We roll. This is the way we do it. So anyhow, I'm rambling right now, but I'm excited. Does anyone want me to start from scratch and do the presentation again? I don't mind doing it over if you want. I don't know if Joe wants to be a part of it or not, but I could ask him. Joe, you want to be a part of it? There you go. He's getting up and leaving now. There you go. He's back. He's back in the chair. He's back in the saddle. So anyhow, we're having fun. This is a fun business. If you know anyone that's struggling in the network marketing, Joe's got his hat on. If you know anyone that's struggling in the network marketing industry, please direct them to us. We want to help them succeed in their business. All right. Because the Kool-Aid that they're probably being preached about is just not working for them. Let's help people make money. All right. All right. Tracy, I think I'm done.
I think me and the Academy want to award you the Oscar for Best Presenter tonight.
That
was off the charts.
I wonder if I can talk the corporate team into giving away a free can of turtle wax for
I think that was off the charts. And I just want to say this. I mean, this really is like a candy store here. Everything that we're putting together, it's beyond a candy store. But I want to say this to everybody that's on this call today, and all the people that are going to watch the recording, people in the Facebook group. I want to say the smart people here tonight will go back again and listen to this presentation again, because it really was off the charts tonight, Val. Absolutely astonishing what you can pull out of that brain of yours and formalize it, put it into words that it's just brilliant. But the smart people on this call will go back and they're going to take notes and start to learn some dialogue, because this is how you get better at, I mean, if you're not great now, you can become better because you can listen to it. You can adopt some of it. Somebody was asking me about scripts tonight, about being able to use some scripts for telephone calls. And I just said, go back and listen to this presentation again, go back and listen to the beginning of it, put that in your own words, because that's all it is. It's about the story, and that's creating your story as well. So well done tonight, Val. This one is definitely recorded, and this one will be posted with a share link as well, because you really knocked it out of the park tonight. So everyone, this is the last call for the week. But again, Val said he does private ones. You can contact him and put a group together. So we do these calls Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, and also a secondary one on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So there is no excuse whatsoever not to get people in this right now for free. Absolutely no excuse. So with that being said, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. It was a blast. We got friends.
Take care, guys. Appreciate you.